Hey guys, it's Tiffany. I just thought I would make a quick video because I had my 4th PCP appointment today, so I only have one left, which is awesome. And I was just going to kind of give you an update about that. My last appointment, as you guys have known, I gained weight. I think I had gained 8 pounds, I think is what it was. So I was really nervous going into this appointment because my last appointment was just like 3 weeks ago. So it wasn't the full month, it was only 3 weeks, and I was like, oh god, what if I didn't lose anything, or what if I gained more? Which I'm pretty sure is kind of in the back of everybody's mind. But so I get there and I was trying to be like really like, woo, you know, upbeat about it. It's all good, that kind of thing. So I go back there, and my mom's the one that roomed me. She's a nurse there, and so I get on the scale, which is the kind of like the big platform kind. It's got the thing out front that says weighing, and then it's got the handles on the side. Yeah. So I stepped on it, and I felt like it just said weighing ... for like 10 minutes. It was terrible. But it did probably take every bit of 10 to 15 seconds to finally come up with the weight, and I was like, oh my god. I kept thinking, oh my god, this is going to be horrible. It's not even going to be able to weigh me. Like, if I picked up that much weight, like, what in the world? And finally, popped up, and I'd actually lost 4 pounds. 4 pounds in 3 weeks, so I was pretty excited about that. Especially because, this sounds terrible to say this, I don't feel like I had changed a whole lot of my habits. I've not eaten out, like I was, which had became an issue because I was out of town a lot. And then, I had also tried to drink more water again. I keep saying I'm going to cut tea out, and I mean, I do have water bottles in my room right now. I've not drank tea today since I've been home or anything. I have water, and then I have a water bottle in my bed. So I mean, that was a good thing. But the only main thing that I felt like I had really done was I had actually just kind of cut back on my portion sizes, and like, when I was eating at work, I was trying, because it makes it very difficult at work. I'm a picky eater, but recently I've discovered that I'm willing to try more stuff than I ever was. Which is funny because I've always had a big texture issue with different foods, so I was really weird about trying stuff. And this is like a big thing for me because I don't try foods. But just in the past like 4 months, since 3-4 months, right before the process, or yeah, maybe around the time that I started this process, I was kind of a little more open to trying new foods. Like the protein bars, I probably would have never tried that 6, 7, 8 months ago. I'd probably been like, no, I'm too scared of how it's going to taste. And, you know, I've tasted things I'm not a big fan of, like sweet potato tater tots. Not a fan at all. I will never put another sweet potato in my mouth. Oh my god. Oh, didn't like them at all. It's terrible. But I've tried things that I ended up liking, like baked beans. My mom makes, like, apparently the best baked beans on earth. That's what everybody says because she makes them for the holidays. But I've never ate them. I don't like the sound of a bean. I don't like, obviously they don't make a sound, but I don't like, just like when someone talks about eating beans, they just don't sound appealing. And we had them at work, and my coworkers are laughing because I was like, well, what does it taste like? I always ask that. They laugh at me every time. I'm like, well, what, like, if you had to compare it to something, what does it taste like? Because I'll say that about different foods. And they were like, just try it. And so one of my coworkers came up literally with a spoon and pretty much shoved it in my mouth. And I didn't mind it. It's not something I would pick out of the cabinet and, like, just make them, but I actually didn't hate them. So then I tried brown beans, which we switch our meals at work every 6 months. We change our menu, and each week we have a different menu. We have 4 menus we go by each week: breakfast, lunch, and snack. And we have some varying things that are like really good but dangerous because, you know, I could tear it up. Like we have mashed potatoes and chicken nuggets tomorrow. Oh, it's like my favorite because the mashed potatoes are really good. But it's like I've got to limit myself, and the chicken nuggets are really good. And then we have this really good like beef stew, like it's not like a vegetable beef, it's more like a gravy with like the beef in it and stuff, almost like a steak. It's delicious. So like when I have it, I have to like really limit myself and like watch myself. But I wonder where my menu is. I'd like, oh, it's right here. Okay. Maybe. Okay, guys. So some things that we have, like some of our breakfasts. This is our, I laminated it because I was like, I never know what we're gonna have, so it's easier. But we have things like, for breakfast, we have things like whole grain toast, pears, which I will say, the good thing is we do have a lot of things that are baked and healthy and all natural because we are working with kids. But we have things like whole grain toast, pears, jelly, milk, whole grain Pop-Tarts, apples, egg patties, mixed fruit, whole grain waffles, sliced bagels with light cream cheese, crushed pineapple, applesauce. Breakfast pizza is one of the more fattening things, though. I'm not a big breakfast person in the sense of what they make. Like today we did have biscuits and gravy, so I ate a bowl, but not much. I'm not a huge fan of their biscuit and gravy. I like sausage, so like the day that we have sausage for breakfast, which was last week, I believe. Yeah, sausage patties. Maybe not. It was the week before last. And then this week we had bacon one day, so I had to like be really careful. But things for lunch, we have like, I don't eat meatloaf at all, so we meatloaf, butter potatoes. I don't really eat that lunch. Pizza, I don't eat. Week 1, I pretty much don't eat anything the first 3 days, which is pizza, baked lemon fish, and meatloaf. But then we have the beef stew and baked chicken bites. I mean, like, we have baked fish and stuff like that. There's some things I don't touch, like the beef noodle bake, but it can be really dangerous because if there is a day that there is something that I like, you have pretty much the run. You can eat as much as you want. So you have to have a lot of self-control. And sometimes it's hard because if we do have a breakfast that I don't like, then I don't eat anything. The first thing I eat is for lunch. So sometimes I'm so ravenous, you know, I eat too much. I've been trying to make sure that we have toast a lot of the mornings. So I try to make sure that I definitely at least eat one piece of the whole grain toast just to fill me up a little bit. But that makes it dangerous when you work there. We have a new coworker that just started, and she's sweet as can be. And I was discussing weight loss surgery with her, and she was like, "Well, I've thought about it before. You know, my adoptive mother had it and stuff like that." And she's like, "But I don't know. I think I'm gonna try to work out first." And I was like, "That's cool if that's what you want to do." I was like, "If it doesn't work out, you know, you can always look into it later on." She was like, "Yeah." But I was talking to her, and she said, "I've already gained 4 pounds just in like the 3 weeks I've been here." I was like, "Hey, I lost 4 pounds, so you gained mine." But I think she said 4 or 6 pounds that she's gained since she's been there, because there is so much that you can eat, and so you have to have a lot of self-control. But beyond the whole food thing, because I feel like I just talked about that forever. I don't even know what I was talking about now. Just with the weight thing, I guess. So yeah, 4 pounds down. I was really pumped about that. I didn't think that was going to happen, but it did, so it's great. I think that maybe the Synthroid has helped a little, because when I had gained weight last appointment was when I was not on the higher dosage, so I was feeling really tired then too, and just feeling rain down, which when you do have issues with your thyroid, it can make it easy to gain weight and hard to lose it. So, and I dropped 4 pounds in 3 weeks without really trying much or changing much, other than maybe like eating a little less. Which, in all honesty, I talk about eating a lot, but I don't feel like I do eat a lot. I feel like I just eat maybe at bad times. I'm trying to think, what did I eat today? What did we have today? We had potluck. Oh, that's not going to help me. I had like maybe a measuring cup full of this barbecue little chicken things at work. They were literally, it's like barbecue sauce and these baked chicken, like little pieces of cut up baked chicken or grilled chicken. And then I ate spinach at work, cooked spinach for lunch, and I didn't eat anything for breakfast because we had I had the bowl of biscuits and gravy at breakfast, and then for dinner I had a hot dog and a few french fries. So I mean, I ate my 3 meals without snacking in between, so I mean that's good. I did have a protein bar, but I don't feel like I have been like eating huge portions or anything, which is a good thing because I don't need to or want to. But this whole vlog was about food. How funny is that? Well, anyways, so I'm closer, guys. I am now 25 days away from ending this darn diet and doing my happy dance. Maybe the day I end, or maybe the day I get an approval, I will do a happy dance because I will probably be really pumped and I probably won't care how stupid I look. But I'm gonna go And oh, one last thing. I got on my insurance website the other day, and I was telling you guys about how the EGD had cost like $6,000. I was so mistaken. It cost even more than that, because I had my surgeon, his fee, which was $700 and something, the anesthesiologist fee, which was $500 and something, then a couple of other fees for the hospital. It ended up being like probably like a $7,000 or $8,000 procedure. How freaking crazy is that? But in saying that, I only have $875 left of my max out-of-pocket to meet. That's all I have to pay before surgery. Well, when they schedule me, knock on wood, if I get approved. That's all I have to pay is $875. And I still have more lab work to be done, so it'll be even less than that. So I'm pretty pumped, guys. It's awesome. It's coming along pretty fast. And I'm going to go, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.